Who's ready for a new TBR game? G'day folks, Ren here, and today I am introducing my new TBR game. I already have one TBR game. If you don't know about it, it is called TBR Gate, and that plays off of my favorite TV show, Stargate Atlantis. And you know what, I've got another favorite TV show that I was able to make another TBR game out of. Before we get into it, apologies if you can hear the fan. It is currently 41 degrees, so the fan is staying on. So my other favorite TV show is Supernatural. A while ago, I purchased the Supernatural Tarot deck. Through this, I was able to make a TBR game. I'm going to talk you through what is going to happen. So one of the big things in Supernatural is trapping a demon. So that's what we're going to do. This TBR game is called Demon Trap, and this is my trap, and I'm going to trap some demons. There's a few things to go over with this game. There's a few different sections. So first up we have the demons. There's a whole bunch in here, and each one of the demons I've put a prompt down at the bottom here. So, for instance, Azazel, his prompt is published before 2010 because he was like the OG demon back in the day. So, and then we got a whole bunch there. So I will start every month off with picking a demon to trap. So in this handy dandy demon trap, the demon will go in the center. Okay, the next category we have is places. So where are we going to place our demon trap? Now there's only 5 places, but that's okay. So the places also have a prompt at the bottom. So for instance, the car, so if we're going to put a demon trap on baby, then the prompt for that is to pick it out of my skull jar, which is just a jar filled with every book on my TBR shelf that was on my shelf at the beginning of 2022. So it's outdated, but I'm not doing that again. So I'm just gonna pick from the jar. The place cards, as well as the next 2 cards, they can go at any point of the stars. So anywhere I want, as long as it's on one of the points. Then the next category is material used. So this means what are we going to use to draw the demon trap. Again, there's only 5 of these. So for instance, we've got chalk, and the prompt for chalk is to use a color wheel to pick my book. The materials cards can go at any point of the star. And then the last part of these categories is who is going to be placing our demon trap out of the many character cards that we have, all featuring various supernatural characters. So for instance, we have Cass. I love Cass. And the prompt for Cass is an LGBTQIA+ mask. So that kind of just means a main character that is masculine presenting, that is also a part of the queer community. Now the reason I put mask at the end of this is because there's also a Charlie card in here. Charlie's the femme of this mask, if you get what I'm meaning. Now once again, the character card can go on any of the points. To complete the demon trap, to make sure it's actually going to trap a demon, we have to fill in all of the symbols. So each one of these symbols, they gotta have something on them. So for that I have a very large selection of prompts. Now with these, they were split up. I don't remember how many each, but they were split up into reading prompts and non-reading prompts, because sometimes I just need a break from reading. So for instance, here's one of the non-reading prompts. We have watch a horror movie. And then for instance, a reading prompt could be next in a series. So with all of these cards, we have to put them on the symbols. There's 5 symbols, means I need to put down 5 cards. But what I can do with some of these, because otherwise that's going to be a huge amount of books I might have to read. So I will be strategically placing the material card, the placement card, and the character card. I'm placing them at particular points sometimes. And then with these symbol cards, I can potentially combine them with whatever card is on the point of the star, if they happen to work out. So instead of doing 2 prompts, I just had to do 1 that fulfills both of the prompts. But obviously the symbol has to be next to the point of the star. So let's say I put Cass up here at the point of this top star, and then next to it I had next in series, and I placed that on that symbol. Now if I wanted to combine the 2, I just kind of move them closer together, and I would have to find the next book in a series that has a queer masculine main character. So I only had to do the 1 book to complete the 2 prompts. Hopefully that's not too complicated. It will be easier once, you know, you can see it and I'm playing. It should work a little bit easier. Now if I don't complete the demon trap for this month, then next month I have to leave that demon in the trap. So let's say this month I had Azazel, and maybe I completed the Azazel prompt, but I didn't finish the rest of the prompts in the demon trap. That means that in February I would have to keep Azazel in the middle of the trap, but I would have to put another demon on there as well. So there would be 2 demons that I would have to try and trap. And that could just continue forever. I could just keep having to place demons in the middle of the trap until I finally complete it. So I didn't really realize that until just now, so that's kind of daunting, but more of an incentive to actually finish these TBRs. So if I do it each month, the amount of prompts I could have would be, I think, between 6 and 9 prompts. And not all of them will be reading prompts. I don't know, I hope this is fun for some of you. It's a lot of fun for me. I love pulling out these cards because I love Supernatural and it's such a fun time. So we're going to get into my January demon trap. So this is demon trap January. Alright, so we'll pick the demon first. So, which demon shall it be? My shuffling skills are not super great. Okay, let's go for this one. Who is it? Hey, it's Meg. And Meg's prompt is favorite trope. So our demon goes in the middle of our demon trap. Okay, next up we have the material. So what are we going to use to draw our demon trap? Oh, again, shuffling is hard. Let's go with this. Ooh, so we've got chalk. So that means I will do a color wheel. Okay. I need to put this on one of the points of the star. I'm going to put it down here. Alright, so now we're going to pick where the demon trap is going to be written in chalk. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle. Where are we going to put it? We are putting our demon trap on the floor. So the prompt for that is a rating under 3.45. That's a very low rating. Okay. And this also has to go on the point of a star. So I'm going to put that one over there. Alright, next up we have who's going to draw it. Right, so which supernatural character is going to draw our demon trap in chalk on the floor to trap Meg? Oh, okay, who's it going to be? Alright, so... okay, so we got Sam. So the prompt for Sam is an academic MC. Right, so... I'm going to put Sam Let's just stack them all up this month. Let's put that one there. Right, now to fill in the symbols. Right. First one is to walk Chopper. Awesome, that is a non-reading prompt, so that is good. Going to put this one in there because it is really hard to combine the floor prompt with anything. Okay, next symbol. Hopefully I do get some reading prompts. We'll just go with this one. Ooh, okay, I shouldn't have wanted reading prompts. Alright, we got over 500 pages. Yeah, I'm just going to put that one up there. Next one. Okay. Meant to read last year. Okay, I think what I'm actually going to do is combine meant to read last year with an academic MC, because I think I could make that work. I think I could, so I'm going to go like that so I can tell that that's combined. Two left. See, not good at shuffling. Okay. Physical read. Okay, good. I wanted to do more of this year anyways. Alright, so that will go there. Because I don't know if I'll be able to combine that with the colour wheel. Alright, last one. Let's see if I can either combine it or if it's a non-reading prompt. Okay, last one for January. Ooh, it's a non-reading prompt. Okay, cook a new recipe. That's good. Right. So there we go. That is the demon trap for January. Okay, so the demon that I pulled was Meg, and Meg's prompt is favorite trope. Now, my favorite trope is fake dating, and I actually have a book for this. So the book that I chose is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is the first book in a hockey romance series that's very popular. This first one is a fake dating thing. I honestly don't even know what the premise is about, but everyone compares this to Nathan and Haley from One Tree Hill. And I'm like, I'm sold. Like, it's amazing. That is the vibes that I want. So the material that I got was chalk, and for that I got to pick a color wheel. Alright, here's my color wheel. Let's spin. White. A white book. Ooh. Okay, so for white book, finally found one. I'm going to be reading Soul Eater Volume 16 by Atsushi Okubo. This is my favorite manga series. It is very Halloween vibes. It is about kids being taught at a school that is run by Lord Death, and the school teaches these kids how to fight evil, and we have weapons and meisters. So he's the weapon, she's the meister, and together they take down the evil, eat the soul of that evil, and then when a weapon eats 99 souls and then one witch's soul, they become a death weapon. So a weapon that can be used by Lord Death. It's the ultimate goal there. This is an amazing series. It's got the best found family and the Halloween vibes. The kids are great. The story's great. I love it. And this is very white. So the next card that I got was the placement card. So I got The Floor. So the prompt for Floor is a book with a star rating under 3.45. But let me tell you, it's actually really hard to find a book that low that I own or want to read or anything. But I managed to find one. This is Maphead by Leslie Howarth. The complete story in one volume, so 2 books in one. They're not that long. This is a middle grade story about an alien coming to Earth. And I really don't know much about it because there's not much on the back of this, but I love alien stories and I have been really excited to read this for a few years now, and I still haven't read it. So 2022 is like the year of just reading my own TBR because there's so many books on my shelves. Okay, so the next card was the character card, and for that I got Sam. So the prompt for Sam is an academic MC. So an academic main character. Now, I actually decided to combine this card with one of the symbol cards next to it, and that was meant to read last year. So, combining these two together, the book that I was meant to read last year that kind of has an academic character or academic setting is The Hidden Oracle by Rick Riordan. I am kind of stretching the academic-ness of this story, but it's about kids that they sometimes go to school. This is the Trials of Apollo series, so the like 3rd series in this whole myth retelling universe that Rick Riordan has created. And Apollo has been sent to Earth and has to like live as a human. I don't know if he has his memories or not, I'm not sure. And of course he'll end up going to Camp Half-Blood because they all do. So the next 2 prompts that I got were non-reading prompts. So the first one was Walk Chopper, and then the next prompt was Cook a New Recipe. And if you've seen the show, you'll understand why the OG Death has this prompt. So the next prompt that I got was a book over 500 pages. Wasn't super happy about this, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So the book I decided to go for was Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This has been on my shelves for a few years and I need to read it. I keep putting it off because it's large. 525 pages in this. Also, isn't this cover just great? I don't even know what this is about, and I can't really tell you because there's not a synopsis. It just says, they killed my mother, they took our magic, they tried to bury us, now we rise. It sounds good, and I hear a lot of good things about this. I think it's like the sequel that people don't like. I'm not sure, but honestly, like, one of these days I'll prepare better and I'll have figured out what the books were. Today is not that day. And then the last prompt that we got was physical read. Now, I have really struggled with physical reading in the past year, and I think a lot of that was to do with university. So it was really hard to read anything physically because I had to do a lot of physical reading for university that wasn't so fun. But 2023, I'm going to try and rekindle my love of physical reading, and there is one particular series where I have to read it physically, like there is no audiobook or anything, and that is the Stargate Atlantis series. So this is book 7, and it is called Casualties of War by Elizabeth Christensen. So this is like a novel, almost like a novelization of the TV show, but only the very first book was a novelized version of the first episode. The rest of the books in this series are like they could have been episodes, but they're books instead. Ooh, okay, so this one has to do with the replicators. These books are always really, really fun, and just, I love seeing my favorite characters in different lights. Okay, so we got these books as well as The Hidden Oracle and The Deal, and that is my demon trap for the month. So if I finish all of these, then I can say goodbye to Meg and I can have a different demon, so that would be nice. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this new TBR game, and if you love Supernatural as much as I do, let me know because I'm always happy to talk about Supernatural. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!